NBA Pub Hub on Pub Sports Radio. Salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Yo, the NBA is a hell of a drug, and you looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. We got two of the finest in here right now. Our guy, Mr. I don't give a shit. Mr. It's Derl. How we doing, player?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Happy to be alive, brother. It's I always say any day on this side of the grass is a good day, no matter how you feeling. So I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be with two of the fellas that I like and I really enjoy capping with. So let's get into it, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Mr. Motherfucking Cali's finest out there. Wham. Motherfucking bam. How we doing, my guy?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, bro. I'm happy to be here with y'all as well. You know, another day we get the opportunity to cap the car together.
Yeah.
Make some money, man, and have some dialogue. You know what I'm saying? I have some real strong leans here, so I'm hoping that we get some push me in the right direction today because I need some finals thoughts on some things, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a small card, a little 4-piece, little Tombstone Tuesday special. But believe it, we out for blood. You already know. Wine Time Sports in the building. I see you, my guy. Nets bets. Big news today. They fired that little motherfucker, Steve Nash. They did do that. It's Mr. Smiley Face. You think he's still doing a TikTok tonight? I don't know. But it won't be in Brooklyn on the sidelines. You know, shout out to our guy, Nets bets. I'm sure he's very happy about letting that little motherfucker go. Jay Peasy, I see you, my guy. I see you, my man. Jonathan in the chat. LJ from H-Town. I see you, my man. Best I felt all season. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna get to it because it's the first game we'll talk to. I'm fading the Nets tonight. I was very happy first half with the Nets last night. They fucked around and pushed full game for me. You know, but yeah, I think and then they go right after this coach here for Boston. You know, he's a little, I guess the scandals. They don't give a fuck about that in Brooklyn. They deal with Kyrie's ass. They deal with a lot of shit over there in Brooklyn. So they said, fuck it, man. Let's bring Boston's boy to run the show as well. We'll touch on that before we get into this Chicago Bulls Brooklyn Nets game. It's Derl, my man. How you feeling about this firing of Steve Nash and then maybe the hiring? I believe it's final, right?
It's locked in. That shit locked in.
Which is wild, man. That is wild. If he talk about some shit coming out in left field, bro. I mean, I did not expect that one at all. So, but I don't know how I feel about it. Of course, Ime's a better coach than Steve Nash. I mean, at this point, anybody's got to be a better coach than Steve Nash. And so, if this is what the boys want, man, then this is a huge boost for the Nets. So maybe in the long scheme of things, this is going to be a good move for the Nets, if you ask me. So I do like it. I've always liked Ime as a coach, aside from, you know, his personal things he's got going on. But yeah, man, it's a huge boost. They have the guy that they want, you know, and they got rid of the guy that they didn't want. So,
yeah, and they don't have to coach against the motherfucker no more either, too. I mean, hey, it's a win-win-win for these motherfucking Brooklyn Nets. Shout out to DK, Dan Kelly. I see my man Bo Jackson in the motherfucking building. And as always, nice to see the young lady, Tasha. Good to see you, Tasha. My man Wham Bam, how we feeling about the drama going down in Brooklyn, bro?
Man, so we got to start off with the stuff that's going on in Boston, though, bro. We got to start off with Boston because that's the timeline here. Somebody leaked the information out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Nets employee leaked the information out. Let me just start the conspiracy there. No, I'm just joking. But no, for the most part, bro, like that's starting off the offseason, starting off the season there, boom, and then now we're, you know, KD and all those guys, they might be solid now. You know, they got rid of Steve Nash, who tried to do his own Ime Udoka impersonation over the last few weeks, just criticizing the damn team. Like, who was he? Like, did he know it was coming? He's like, I could be him too or something. I'm not sure. Another conspiracy there. But I say this, though. I think it's a good move for Brooklyn Nets. Water on the bridge, man. You know how this shit work, bro. Next thing you know, they're going to start playing well, get TJ Warren back to actually play some good defense or something of that nature. Then who knows what's going to happen because they still haven't had TJ Warren or Seth Curry. Those are two big pieces that may be being added to the game. And then you get Ime Udoka on the sideline. It might be looking a little scary like they thought it would with Steve Nash. It might be real scary now. I'm not just trying to say anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if the news kind of give them a boost today, but I'm not on this game at all. But I do agree with any idea on the Bulls, but I know we want to talk about that. Let's go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. One thing I will say here, I do believe there will be some more defense being preached a little bit more. You know, Steve Nash. You know, I don't see that motherfucker talking about defense at all. Emo's going to come in there and change, change that drastically, and that's what they need, man. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see tonight. Do I like the fact that he got fired today? Absolutely not. I would like him to be on the other side because I love fading this motherfucker, right? But personally, I still big edge to this game, and we'll get to it in a minute. Is simply the back-to-back here. But we got the Bulls right now going into Brooklyn with the with the assistant coach on the side. He ain't gonna be coaching tonight. I don't believe he's there, but I don't believe he'll be on the sidelines tonight. But it was open at 2.5. You could still get a 2 out there now, down to 1.5. So money coming in on the motherfucking Chicago Bulls. 60% of the bets are on the Brooklyn Nets. However, 86% of the money is on the Chicago motherfucking Bulls. Now, they got no Drummond in tonight. He's not going back to face the boys in Brooklyn. Kobe White questionable and Ayo questionable. Zach LaVine will go. I'm looking to see. I need Kobe out there. I don't know about Ayo, but I'd like to see Kobe out there as well. But Zach LaVine is a go. No Ben, no Curry for Brooklyn. It's Derl. What we doing with this game, my man?
Yeah, I was looking at this game. So a couple things that stuck out to me when I wrote on my notes. Bulls and Nets, obviously ATS in the first quarter. They're both under 500. Bulls are 3-0, or Bulls are 3-2 ATS to the first half, while the Nets are right at 500. So the first quarter, I was going to try to step on that, but they're really not doing the best first quarter ATS. And this, when you got a game that's going to be decided, or first quarter rather, that's going to be decided by 0.5 point, it's something that I didn't want to step on. What I did like, though, was where the Bulls rank in the first quarter and their over and under. They're 5-0 to their over and under, right? So they're actually going over all of their games in the first quarter. Something else that really sticks out is that Chicago is allowing 30 points or more in the first quarter. It's only been done not once, and that was by the Pacers, who scored 27, and they themselves, Chicago, scored 30 in that game. So looking at how Chicago is allowing 30-point scores in the first quarter, and looking at how this spread itself is real short, I didn't want to go to the spread. I decided to go right to the first quarter total over 56.5. I believe that number is low enough to where you're going to have at least one team hit 30 points. One team is going to hit 30 points. It's going to probably most likely be the Nets, but Chicago is going to come really close to that. Chicago away is averaging 29 points, while Brooklyn is allowing 26 points at home. And Brooklyn is averaging 24.8. I do believe you see a jump, while Chicago's allowing 31 points in this position. So it's one of those things to where I believe that 56.5 number is pretty low enough. Chicago is going over all of those totals in the first quarter. I like, and I've already stepped on it, Chicago and Brooklyn over 56.5 first quarter.
Yeah, man, I dig it. I like the stats too. Good shit, my man. Good shit. Shout out to Rez Mob in the building. Another young lady that we good. So happy to see Miss Knickerbocker, Tiffany in the building. Good to see you, Tiffany. JT talks from with JT. Good to see you as well, my dude. Zachary in the motherfucking building. Lucky Power. It's good to see y'all motherfuckers. Ron Crawford in the motherfucking spreadsheet play of the day. I believe it's the motherfucking Minnesota Timberwolves. We'll get to that a little bit later. I see you, my man. Thank you for showing your knowledge as well. Mean Green Picks in the motherfucking building. Star Child. Everyone, if you would at this time, hit that motherfucking like button, please, and share the motherfucking video. And if you have not subscribed to Pub Sports Radio, well, goddamn it, do it at this time as well. My man, Wham Bam, what you doing with this game, man? I know you touched on it a little bit, but you want to fuck around with this game in Brooklyn, bro?
Yeah, you know what? I haven't stepped on it like my guy Daryl was said. I haven't stepped on this game yet, but I think I'm right here on the Bulls. I think the Bulls is really screaming at me. I think that they're, as much as all the stuff that's wrapped around the coaching things that we talked about, even with the Kyrie shit, you're looking at all that stuff being piled into this game, especially being on the TNT platform. That's a lot of the things they're going to be talking about pregame and stuff of that nature or whatever, right? I still think that the actual scheme of basketball, especially after them coming off of a back-to-back with the Brooklyn coming off a back-to-back, getting that win against the team that they pretty much got their ass whooped on with Indiana Pacers, I just don't think that they're ready for the double up. You know what I mean? I just don't think that they're equipped for the double up. Now, Ben Simmons is going to be key. Is he already announced out? I didn't even get
Yeah,
that
he's
information.
gone. He ain't
Yeah,
playing.
he's out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If he ain't out there, bro, it ain't looking good, bro. I
He's
mean,
working on his wardrobe right now, bro.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you. And that's another reason why I'm like, man, if he not out there, I really don't want to back Brooklyn. I don't care what happened with the coaching situation. They got a lot of stuff to improve on the defensive side of the ball. And just, just going off the paint. They're allowing opponents, I believe, 19 points off of turnovers to start the year, bro. Like they're not doing nothing really good basketball. A lot of this shit is just, your turn, KD, your turn, Kyrie. I don't like that type of basketball, especially if you get a team that could find themselves playing some type of together basketball. Kind of hoping that those guys are announced in there. As far as AO, I want AO in there. Drummond, who cares? You know what I'm saying? I love Drummond, you know what I'm saying? But him coming saying that they got a starter lineup in the NBA on the bench. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. You and Kobe White aren't fucking starters in this league, dog. Let's be real, bro. You know what I mean? Settle down. But at the same time, though, I like the Bulls today. I haven't bet that yet, but I can't call this a backwood at all because I'm really leaning towards there. This is a game I want to talk to y'all about. You know what I'm saying? See where everybody's thinking.
Yeah, man. Surprisingly, bro, I'm I'm hosting this motherfucking. This is the one game I don't got no backwoods all day today, bro. I really like all 4 of these games. I feel like we can find something in here, but this one right here is a beautiful motherfucking thing. Believe it, man. Chicago Bulls +2, +2.5. I believe someone got in the chat. Just lost. I just draw my name. I believe it was Stimmy OG. Great number there. I like the 2. It's available right now. Still at William Hill. The 1.5s have obviously throughout the books, but man. I believe the Chicago Bulls win this motherfucking basketball game, but you're going to give me 2 points. I'm going to take it. Brooklyn, I don't like the fact that they fired Steve Nash. That's the one thing I do, but, it's not going to take me off this game by any means because the main reason I capped this game is simply as I had money on the Nets last night. As you know, I watched them play. They were a tired basketball team. Now you're going to bring in a Chicago Bulls basketball team that, believe me, wants to play up to a team in the Brooklyn Nets. Because just like the LA Lakers, it's the Brooklyn motherfucking Nets, man. It's KD, it's Kyrie. People want to play up against these boys. So believe it. Levine, DeRozan, I believe it'll be a little too much for a tired Brooklyn basketball team because they're tired. They're not deep. They have, issues inside. But what it comes down to me is you got to get a little bit better at Patrick Williams. How's this motherfucker 6'8" power forward, 230 and getting 2 rebounds a game in 22 motherfucking minutes, bro? Javonte Green playing 4 less minutes than you off the bench and averaging a whole rebound more than you, god damn it. So maybe Javonte Green need to get in the starting lineup and get more minutes if that's the case, because how is this motherfucker going to be 5 inches smaller than you and out rebound you in less minutes? It cannot fucking happen. So please, this is a game where you should be able to hit the motherfucking boards. I mean, Claxton's really all they got. I mean, he plays out of his mind for his talent, his league. He plays up. He's got a motor. I mean, man, but they're going to tire out. Kyrie, KD, they do their thing for quarters, sports in a minute. But at the end of the day, they're going to tire. They're going to tire down. And look, they didn't let the Indiana Pacers almost fuck around and get back in that basketball game. And if you took the 7.5, 8.5, you covered the basketball game. And this is the Indiana Pacers. So I'm telling you right now, Chicago, look for Vucevic, to have a big game inside. Yeah. I look for Levine and DeRozan to pretty much match, Kyrie and KD. And if you want to bet props in this game, I think Chicago's, you could look all over. But I believe, KD's probably Mr. Smiley Face today. I believe he got what he wanted, and that's Kevin or, Steve Nash the fuck out the motherfucking out the room. So,
right.
I believe, and early and often, KD first half, if you like them books, you get first half props, I believe he's going to fire out. But he will tire down just like the rest of them. And I believe the Bulls will win this basketball game. Give me the 2. And they'll come through. I want AO out there. I want Kobe White out there. But most importantly, number one thing in this game is rebound the basketball, and the Chicago Bulls win the basketball game.
I got a quick question for y'all.
Yes,
if you think that, or if you believe that KD will set it off first quarter, maybe they just kind of, and they'll dwindle down later. That point total right now is at 28.5 for the Nets. And if we're seeing that Chicago allows just 30 points in all of their first quarters, is that a move you would step on? The Nets point total over 28.5.
I like it. I do. They came out firing against the Pacers last night. They're gonna be ready to rock. They're gonna have a little jolt in that lineup, I believe. I just believe it'll tire down. And I don't think they have nothing defensively for Chicago. So I like your look when you were talking points. I like I like that right there, over 28.5 for Brooklyn. Not
Okay.
something I will bet, but I definitely like the sound of it. How about you, Wayman?
Yeah, so I was going to ask a similar question, but it's kind of correlates to what you're saying, Dutch, about you thinking that they're going to hold down the rebounds. We know how bad Brooklyn has been. I mean, since last year in rebounding. Right now they're ranked 28th. I'm sorry, 29th in rebounds so far for the year. Um, I think if that's really going to tell me if they're holding down the boards, ain't no way they're going to stop the offense on the other side of the ball, even if their offense isn't that good. And that's the only thing that stopped me from betting this was the offense for Brooklyn is going to tend to be a little bit better, I think,
Right.
and that kind of scared me from going against them. But there may be one and done situations here, and they're already showing as far as the Bulls. I think they're number one and opponent's second chance points. They're only allowing 9. You know what I'm saying, to start the year. Like they're
Fair
far
enough.
away from allowing people opportunities after the first opportunity. So I think if they hold down the boards, man, it might be something I need to lock in on. I actually think that is enough I need to know. You know what I mean? I think that's enough I need to know. I'm gonna be on the Bulls tonight. I think that's a good spot that y'all talking me on, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Daryl smooth as a motherfucker, DK. He really is. Yeah, I'm digging it, man. I like the Bulls here, man. Obviously, you touched on it. They're not the best offensive team, but Brooklyn, man, that defense will make you play a little bit better on offense. That's just what it is. And what most importantly, I look at the rebounding aspect has to be the biggest number one thing for me. But attack the rim, man. They have nothing inside. Okay, so Levine, don't settle. DeRozan, don't settle. Go to the fucking hole. And even Big Vooch, get on the block, man. You don't got to shoot them little jumpers, bro. You can eat these motherfuckers up inside. So don't settle. Attack the rim and rebound the basketball. And I don't see how Chicago don't get out of Brooklyn with a motherfucking W. Let's go. I see you, my man. Let's see. We got JPZ in the motherfucking next best. Mo Harris. Good to see Mo Harris in the building. I see you, my man. We about to go. We're going to the MIA. We're going to motherfucking Miami. South Beach. Yeah, man. Would I not like a one-way flight there right now? God damn it, I would. And the Warriors probably enjoyed themselves last night on Halloween night in South Beach. God damn it. Let's open at a minus a half a point. Obviously, a little money coming in here on the Heat. And we got 75% of the bets, ladies and gentlemen, on the Golden State Warriors. But 54% of the money on the Miami Heat. We got Dedmon coming back. I believe is actually, you say what you will, but I think this is, the Heat need him, especially on the rebounding aspect. They do have Dedmon coming back. Oladipo still will be out. The Warriors are pretty healthy. Looks like Curry's going to go. Looks like Clay's going to go. What we doing with this game, Wham Bam?
Yeah, man, I'm on the Warriors, bro. Plus 105 money line. Then I just locked in the Bulls money line as well. So I'm on the Bulls with y'all, man. Plus 100. But I'm on the Warriors, bro. Plus 105, man. Just offense alone for me, man. Obviously, both of these teams defensively haven't been really good. I mean, they're both on the drop-off side of things to start the year off. And yeah, shout out to Monkey Metch right there. Rest in peace, Takeoff, bro. That shit was crazy as hell to see that news, man. That's just crazy. Gotta, definitely when I see the chat, the comment there, I gotta make an acknowledgement to that.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace to him and his family. We definitely praying for them on that side. But to this game, bro, like the defense definitely dropped off from last year, man. That's for sure. They both was like ended up top 1 and 2 in defensive categories to enter the playoffs, killing at the house. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I understand what Dutch is saying. Like, bro, you know what I mean? They could have been out there. They could have been out there partying. It was Halloween yesterday. You feel me? I ain't mad at that. Both of these teams, it seemed like the over may be a good spot as well. Just like I talked about the defense making a step off there. I believe that the offense is already shown in last 10 games at least. It's went over 8 out of the last 10 games. They've been matched up together. I think the over may be a good spot here just based off of what they're doing early on. As far as the Warriors, they're one of the best teams at scoring to start the first quarter. The other team on the other side, the Miami Heat, they allowed one of the lowest, the most points, I believe like ranked 29th, 28th in that regard, about 28 almost 29 points that they allowed to opponents in the first quarter. So I think they're going to give it up early. And it's about them being able to match the Warriors. I think they can match the Warriors. I think eventually, though, y'all know how I feel about the undrafted players, man. They can't beat good teams like this. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know the Warriors haven't been playing good defensive down the stretch. They haven't been that good. I believe that this is a good game that they come up and play for, even though, it is the Miami Heat, all the good weather, all the nice little costumes, the slut walks going on out there. You feel me? I understand it, but at the same time, I think these guys are going to be prepared. I do like the Warriors to hold it down, maybe even make a statement in this game that's not going to be national televised. Not that much pressure. They just need to come out here and handle business. So there's no pressure on the Warriors, more pressure on the Heat. I think the Heat probably have a little bit more trouble because their offense isn't as reliable down the stretch. I think the Warriors hold it down tonight.
Think the Warriors gonna come out to play and get my boy Wham Bam paid. Okay. Now it's Derl. Last time you was on the show, man. Hey man, you hit me with a little something crazy. I love you. You said the Miami Heat are better than the motherfucking Golden State Warriors. So I guess it's totally right. You on the Miami Heat tonight, right?
Man, I'm telling you, if there's one team I haven't been able to gauge, it's really Golden State. I've just been on the wrong side each time. This could be a revenge angle for Miami. The last game that Golden State won was against Miami, but losing to Detroit and Charlotte is pretty wild. That stat that Chicago being 5-0 to the over in the first quarter, Golden State is 5-0 to the over in the first half, right? So that's also a trend there. They've went over in every one of their games, for the exception of that overtime game against Charlotte, which was a push. So it seems like the obvious play would also, since I can't really gauge a side, would be to play the over. It's just kind of, to me, that number has been steamed down. It's wild. This is the second lowest total of all their games this year so far. At 225 right now is where it's sitting. So I think a lot of people are going to go and just hit the over just because Golden State is just scoring or allowing more points. Wham has already touched on how bad the defenses both are. Right. You got Clay is not in true form right now. This team has taken a huge digression, and I'm just telling you, man, it's one of these things to where I probably need to watch a couple more games really to get this team under control because they're losing games that they should not be losing, dog. Bottom line. So there's something more heavy that's going on in Golden State. Haven't quite figured it out besides how bad their defense is. And I don't know how you just lose defense, even on both ends. I don't know how you do that. So I would lean to the over first half as kind of telling that the full game itself is still a low total, but maybe they're just thinking that, this road trip that Golden State's going to be on, they still have another road game that they got to get to after this, that they're just tired, man. They've been playing a lot of games, right? They've been playing a lot of games in the past few nights here. One back-to-back and then some off days of rest. But this is one of these things to where I like the over first half. I kind of like that trend that's being set right now for just the total itself to go over in the first half, but it's not something I'll step on just yet.
And I agree with Nets best with Bam going off, bro. I think he's going to eat tonight. I think Wiseman just ain't ready defensively. He got the frame, but he just ain't got the motor, like the movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bam Bigelow going to have a game tonight. I agree with that as well. DK, go ahead, Daryl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say I was looking at his rebounds, right? So, but they're just juiced. They're juiced to the over right now. So he should just have a field day.
Yeah, maybe a double there. See what you're looking at. Yeah. I'm kind of eased off the props right now, but yeah, I expect a big game from Bam tonight. Hero kind of found his game a little bit too. Look for him to do some things. But yeah, man. Hey, we got a little over 200 in here right now. If you would at this time, hit that motherfucking like button. Like I believe. The motherfucking Miami Heat about to hit them Warriors out of nowhere, man. I'm telling you, man, this might not be the spot for these boys. Look, my man is Daryl touched on it. They played a lot of games. They had a game Saturday, Sunday. Their only motherfucking day off was in South Beach on Halloween night. Hey, they did not have a day off. Believe me, bro. They was out all motherfucking night. All right? They got some young boys on that team that want to party. Believe that. It's Monday night. South Beach might be the place on a Halloween night. So I'm telling you right now, it's a Heat spot. I'm locked in first half, but the more I even think and look at this game, I don't know why I'm not on full game. I know that you are on this Wham, I don't like hearing that, but I'm telling you, man, right now, these Warriors, I don't think they want to be playing basketball today. And the Heat, the Heat, they did just lose to these boys, right? So they've lost a couple bad basketball games. Jimmy in the, talking his shit. I believe they're gonna rally around their best player. And they're going to win a basketball game. Are they a better team than the Golden State Warriors? I do not believe so. But it's one fucking basketball game. And tonight, I believe getting Dedmon back is going to help them in the rebounding aspect, which was absolutely fucking huge in the Warriors game last week. Plus 19, the Warriors were against the rebound and rebound. So Dedmon got to get him in there. Bam got to get in there. Jimmy got to get in there. All these boys, they got a team rebound. I believe they'll shoot better at home. They were actually only down 4 at halftime in Golden State. So I believe right now, first half, minus 110. jump on the Heat. I believe the Heat will win this basketball game, but would I be surprised if Golden State comes out in the third quarter and finally catches fire? I mean, that's just kind of what they do. They haven't done it lately. They're losing basketball games like Daryl said that they shouldn't lose. But I'm telling you, it's a bad spot, I believe, for the Warriors going into Miami in a situational spot where they are 2-5 ATS last 7 meetings in South Beach. So these boys always have a good time in South Beach. They definitely did on Halloween night. Give me the motherfucking Miami Heat minus 110 first half. And if you made me touch the whole game, it'd be on Miami too. But I'm gonna stay away from the whole game because hoping my boy Wham Bam will cash on that full game as well. But first half, Miami Heat, that's good money.
Man, I hope I didn't miss like an Instagram post or something. My boy Dutch gonna show me after the show, like, hey man, you didn't see them on Instagram? It was out there throwing it.
Commanding and the boys doing some shit, bro.
I'm locked in though. I'm locked in. They won the last 3 meetings. I'm locked in, both off of loss. I'm locked in on it.
Last night, homeboy. No, it was straight shots, bro. It was shots.
Awful.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Nicholas Lee, Brenda James in the building. I see your new name, Mo Harris. I see you, my guy, BJ. Everyone in the chat, man. Let us know what's your best bet on the card right now. Know something. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, Coin. Good to see you as well. Everyone, hit that motherfucking like button. We here. We breaking bread. We're gonna hit him over the head. Believe it. I like this card today a lot, so we're going to break it down each one. This next one here, we're going to motherfucking – and with this game right here, I know my guy Wham Bam got to like this one. We got the motherfucking Orlando Magic and the OKC Thunder, the Thunder Buddies right now. Open at -3. We got 50% of the bets on the Orlando Magic. However, we got 72% of the money on the OKC Thunder. It's Daryl. What we doing with this game, my man?
Oh, I'm throwing this shit away. I don't give a fucking shit about this game, honestly. I really don't. Just looking at that, I just want to see this team healthy, right? I really do. So you got a couple people out. I still want to see Josh Giddey play. I haven't seen that happen yet, but Anthony Cole out of there, Gary Harris out, and then Jalen Suggs being questionable. I just want to see him healthy. So I'm probably not going to bet a lot of OKC games. And it's weird to me, in my opinion, seeing OKC as favorites, right? Like, you usually see them as the dog, and they just start covering them spreads, man. I don't know how they do it or what, but they just cover them spreads. But I didn't see any value in really getting down with this game at all. I'm OKC should be able to win this game, but they're just still 2 bad teams. Look at props. What I did look at was Terrence Ross hitting his threes, but that was just, in my opinion, too juiced. It was over 1.5 because he is going to get looks tonight. Over 1.5 at -160. And that was just one of those things I came close to stepping on, but I didn't. So I laid off the game completely.
I see. Shout out to Van Lee. Appreciate you dropping your knowledge, my man. Star Child, I see you. Polo this, polo that. Yeah, man, that's kind of what I thought about this game. I started looking into it, my man. I had to go the other way. This is what happens when you just look at some shit you probably shouldn't be looking at. God damn it! Well, yeah, man. My man, Wham Bam. What we doing with this?
I like this game, Dutch, bro.
Yeah.
You know I like this game, bro. This game is just written like Wham all over it, bro. Hey, let's be real though. OKC is pretty solid, bro. 5-1 to start the year. ATS and straight up, bro. I mean, not straight up, but 5-1 ATS, and they're number 7th in defensive rating, bro. Kind of sketchy. You know what I mean? And they just played Dallas just like this Orlando team did, but they played it a day earlier, so they got the rest advantage. You know how the boy Skeevy said, man, sometimes you just got to take it what it looks like. You know, you never really see OKC land 3 at the house. And, you know, it might be the spot here. The boy right there that they put out there in the chat, Nesbeth said, he's the truth. SGA, he's the truth. Averaging 31 points so far this year, cooking. And then you're looking at, I
like this guy.
Bro, I love SGA, bro. I wish he was able to slide to the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? Some miraculous NBA present. We, put that in existence. Like my boy, like my guy Dan Kelly said, conspiracies do sell. And I'm putting that out there. I will definitely do that. But no, I really love this OKC spot for them, man. I just think that Orlando, even if they get Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, that's being a boost on the offensive side. Those guys ain't really that nice. You know what I'm saying? They really not that nice. And I do like the other guys on the other side of the ball with Shea Gilgeous. Y'all know I love Lou Dort. You know I love Lou Dort, bro. And as far as Trey Man is very underrated, man. Like a lot of people don't really talk about him because you don't watch OKC. Trey Man is one of those up and coming young players that might find his way a long-standing NBA player. So I like OKC in this spot, bro. I haven't bet this yet because it's just nasty though. Like it's a four card, it's a four-game card, and you're looking at the OKC as a good spot against the Magic. It's a tough, and then on top of that, I'll say this: I'm on over 26 wins for the Magic, so I do want them to win. So it is I'm conflicted a little bit, but I like OKC a lot, really, in this spot, bro. This is one of them games I wanted to talk to y'all about, though. Too.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, it's Thunder Buddy today, boy. Thunder Buddy, Eric Nisbet, I see you, my man. Woo RZA, good to see you, my man. And anyway, bro, stop that fugaziness, bro. Stop it, all right? Anyway, come on now. With that bull ass shit. Don Mac, I see you, my man. I see you. Hey, I fuck with OKC here, man. I can't tell you last time I bet the OKC Thunder. But goddamn it, I'm a Thunder buddy right now. I'm glad I heard it because I know my boys was high on these Magic a little bit. Obviously, they beat the fuck up too. So I'm glad to see that my man Wham Bam is looking exactly what I'm seeing, and that's OKC, bro. I mean, come on, they just beat the Clippers back to back, right? And they beat the motherfucking Dallas Mavericks. God damn it, they won 3 straight. They're 7-1 ATS on 2 days rest, and they're well rested, like you said, Wham Bam, like Ski would do. I mean, it's almost an auto play right here. It's -3. They're a favorite, like my man Derl said. For a motherfucking reason, in my opinion. It's weird to see them. They're favored for a reason here. They're better than the Orlando Magic. They play better basketball than Orlando Magic. And the Magic, to me, are damn near fade, especially on the road. 0-6 ATS, 0-6-1 ATS last 7 on the road. 1-7 ATS last 8 meetings versus these boys. How are you not betting OKC here? -3 is a beautiful fucking thing. I mean, god damn it, I gotta fuck around and jump in the bump fight to get paid today, but I'm not letting this shit go by. Our guy Nets Bet said it's low-hanging fruit. And that's honestly the vibe I got from this game. Like, fuck the Orlando Magic. I don't give a fuck. I'm betting the OKC Thunder today. SGA and them boys going to get us paid. They're a healthier basketball team, really. I mean, they're a healthier basketball team as well. And every other thing points to OKC. So I might take it on the chin, but god damn it, I'm on OKC tonight. I just don't bet the Thunder. So it does feel weird saying that, but the numbers say it. The eyes tell me it. I'm on SGA and them boys. Let's go. This next play here, though, this next game here, we're going to motherfucking Phoenix. AZ. We got the Timberwolves in town. You know, they opened at -5. Some money coming in on the motherfucking Minnesota Timberwolves. Really, the big story here is no Ayton, obviously. Minnesota's pretty much ready to rock and roll. Got a couple B guys here, questionable. But no Ayton is the big deal here. The Phoenix Suns right here. We got 58% of the bets on the Phoenix Suns. We got 72% of the money on the Suns as well. Wham Bam. What we doing with this game, my man?
No Ayton, man. The paint going to be dominated by the Timberwolves. It's only going to be Timberwolves for me. I know what you think. The Suns hold it down in the regular season. They have been holding it down so far. I'm not going to think that they're going to do it today, though. 4-2 start the year, ATS. We know the struggles for this other team in the Timberwolves. They're not so good so far against the spread, 3-4. Depending on when you got the actual numbers there. So I like my guy Ron Crawford. That's my brother, you know what I'm saying, from another, you know what I'm saying? And definitely when he says Minnesota Timberwolves +4, I'm thinking money line, bro. And I ain't lying because that makes me think that they're going to win the game outright. You're going to see guys like Ant Edwards ball out of control tonight. You're going to see guys like maybe even Karl Anthony Towns show up, because it's a bigger height advantage that he's going to have on this smaller team, especially without Ayton out there. So I think that this is a good spot to fade the Suns. The only reason why I haven't pulled this trigger yet, because it could be some NBA fuckery, you know what I mean, that I could sniff out, you know what I mean? But that's the only reason why. This is another game I want to holler at y'all with, but I don't think it's no way I don't bet the Timberwolves money line, bro. Before the end of this show for sure.
My man. Shout out to JT liking Cat over 22.5 points. I mean, if you like Minnesota, I believe you kind of got to like that right there. I mean, Rudy been playing fucking he had 20. He had one of his 2020 games the other night, but I believe Cat and he's got Edwards is real nice too. But Cat, man, he's got to produce for the Warriors, for the Wolves to do what they want to do. Shout out to my guy Jay. Wills, I see you. Yeah, they got 2 bigs. This will come up big in this game, obviously, without having Ayton. They got Bismack to back them up. This big boy from, I believe, from overseas had a solid game last. I'm drawing a blank. Starts with an L. The big white boy off the bench for the Suns. Yeah, 16-7, I believe, last game. So they might have something. Or he's 6'11", I believe. Big old boy. But it's
Lendale.
Lindell, yeah, Lindell, yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows, man? They
Join
might
his
have
fam.
found, they might have found a little sneaky guy, but they always got someone around there that could, bring someone around in there. Seems like the Suns have been always kind of producing a big guy lately of late. So let's see here. We'll see what they have. But yeah, definitely not a game you want to be missing your big guy. Daryl, you touching this game, my man?
Yeah, I did step on something. So besides the Bucks being 5-0 ATS of the first quarter, you know who sits right under them? Minnesota. So they're kind of continuing this trend that they had last year, where if you were betting them and Memphis and the Bucks as well, they were making you money in the long run. So Minnesota first quarter ATS, they're dogs in this case. I do like them there, so I did step on the +1. I got it at -105. Also in the first half, Minnesota's 4-1. Now, for what it's worth, the Suns are also right under them. They're 3-1 first quarter ATS and 3-1 first half ATS. But if you ask me who has the momentum here, I looked at, and the reason why I chose Minnesota is based on their first quarter scoring. Their best scoring quarter is in the first quarter. They're averaging almost 33 points in the first quarter. Phoenix's worst scoring quarter is the first quarter. They're averaging about 26, 27 points in the first quarter. So it's a big disparity there. So if I'm looking at the quarter itself and knowing that there's going to be who's going to have the better performance, well, it's just showing right now that Minnesota is going to have the better performance in the first quarter over Phoenix. So I do like Minnesota first quarter +1. Already stepped on that. I do like they're already in that top rank for already covering these spreads in the first quarter. So the +1, give it to me all day. I do also like Minnesota altogether. This could be a trifecta spot, but I decided to step on the first quarter. Minnesota +1 first quarter -105. I stepped on it.
I dig it. Now, see, I'm gonna stay away from this game. This is a game where I would usually be on Phoenix here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not trust the Minnesota Timberwolves. But I'm not gonna change my pick by any means. But I'm gonna stay off this game. I got enough bets going here. I looked at, obviously I seen my man Ron Crawford, Special Play of the Day, very early this morning. I appreciate you, my man. And that had me hesitant as well. And then I see a lot of motherfuckers liking the motherfucking Minnesota Timberwolves today.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I mentioned, it's not a game. It's definitely not an ideal game to not have your big when you're going up against two of the bigger bigs in the league. And I actually like Zaire, the guy off the bench, too. I think he can give him a little bit of minute, too. But I did not like what I seen out of Minnesota, bro. I mean, who they beat? OKC and San Antonio. I mean, they ain't beat nobody. Now you're gonna go into Phoenix and beat Phoenix. I just don't really see it happening, to be quite honest with you. I don't like Phoenix. I don't like Minnesota. I just don't. They're 1-7 straight up last 8 meetings against the Suns. The Suns are number 1 in field goals, percentages this year. Obviously, without DA, that's gonna take a hit. But they're pretty prolific on the offensive end. They're 9-4 ATS last 13 meetings versus these boys, and they handle business at the house. 8-1 last 9 at the house. So I'm looking at this game, and I want to be on the Suns. I'm going to stay off this game because I got enough action. But there's no way I could be on Minnesota here. I do understand the fact that they have a big advantage with the bigs, and obviously no DA. But I could not trust Minnesota to go into Phoenix and win this basketball game. So I like how you broke it down a little bit earlier in the game, Daryl. I like those looks. I'm not mad at the +4, but I don't see how. I don't know. It's one basketball game, so obviously anything could happen. But I wouldn't be fading the Phoenix Suns here full game. But best of luck to our guy Ron Crawford, and as well as you like that money line here with the Minnesota win.
I don't know how I can't bet it, bro. It's just like I think the pace is going to be faster for the Timberwolves, who's top 4 in pace so far. You know how slow the Minnesota how big they are, how slower that the pace is for the Suns. It's just really screaming at me. Again, a game I wanted to talk to you guys about. So maybe you kind of keeping me to, maybe I should wait and see what earlier games. It's a later game. Maybe I play it like that out aspect there. But I can't see myself not betting the Timberwolves today, man. So I think I have to make that official here.
Right.
The money line or at least a +4. I think I have to make that official here, bro.
And matchup wise, it makes complete sense, to be quite honest with you. I'm just going off of what I've seen from the Minnesota Timberwolves this season. I have not liked what I've seen. Even against the LA Lakers, they shouldn't have covered against the LA Lakers. They shouldn't have, covered that basketball game.
No, I agree. They fraudulent like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. But Aiden, I think Aiden adds another element that I think the books are like leaving this at 4 because they're cool with people respecting the Suns. Like the Suns continue to get respect, and I just think that they're not that good. You know what I mean? I just don't think that good. So, but maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I get burnt again. So who knows?
Right. I appreciate the kind words, Champagne OG. Always good to see my man in the building. Star Child, Top Shelf Plays. We got Sharon in the building. Good to see you. JPZ, motherfucking Cali's fine. If you didn't know,
JPZ
be on the motherfucking intro. Used to be on the motherfucking intro. My God, good to see you, my man. Tiffany, as always. Good to see the ladies back. Tiffany, Tom, you know the NBA, motherfucking the association is back. We got the ladies joining the crew, breaking bread. And of course, most importantly, we about to hit them straight over the motherfucking head. We got about 250 in here. So let's run up that like button. Come on, if you want the finer things in life, you got to motherfucking do the steps. Number 1, touchdown right here, Pub Sports Radio. Number 2, hit the motherfucking like button. And number 3, go to the motherfucking window. That's how you get the finer things in life. So do not fucking pass up the step. Number 2, hit the motherfucking like button. Muchly appreciated. Joe, Chris, I see you, my man. Everyone in the chat, it's much love here. Before we get up out of here, though, if you want to go to a live event, SeatGeek is where it's at, man. SeatGeek, one word, Pub Sports. It's going to get you $20 off. Go to a live event. See these boys in action. See a concert, whatever you want to do. I know they're doing old shit, new shit. Whatever you want to do, go peep it out. 20% or $20 off, at SeatGeek, one word, Pub Sports. Damn. And of course, we're degenerate as fuck. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna go to Prize Picks, all right? And you're gonna drop in $100. They're gonna turn it into 2. One word, Pub Sports. Prize Picks. They're gonna match you $100, turn it into $200, and run it the fuck up. One word, Pub Sports. Prize Picks, where it's at. My man, it's Derl. What is the motherfucking play of the day?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the play. I stepped on way early, man. I do like that over total score for the Brooklyn Nets and Chicago Bulls. Total over 56.5. I believe they're going to get there pretty easy. One of these teams are going to hit 30, most likely the Nets. And as you say, they fizzle out. Chicago Bulls at Brooklyn Nets, first quarter over 56.5.
Yee! I dig it. Let's get some points in that motherfucker early and often. My man, Wham Bam. How we hitting them today, my man?
I don't want to go against the fam, but I think I got to say, because this is the best bet for me, it's going to be the Warriors in South Beach, man. Hoping that these motherfuckers some old farts, bro. Hope they got some Netflix in them. You know what I'm saying? Some cocoa butter on. Let's get it done. Let's get Golden State Warriors money line, bro.
Yeah, man. Hopefully they was in the spa, jacuzziing it up, taking it real easy. I just don't know, though. But I'm going to stay on. I got that first half so we can both cash, my man, all right? But you know where I'm going, man. I'm going to Brooklyn, man. And this is juicy as a motherfucker because you're getting plus money. But give me the 2, goddamn. The +2 still out there. Money line it if you like, if you're greedy. I don't give a fuck. But Brooklyn is getting the ass whooped tonight. Believe it. Chicago will bully that ass from start to finish. I'm all over Chicago Bulls +2. That's good money. My man, before we get up out of here, it's Derl. What you got going for the rest of the week? I know you'll be back here on Thursday, right here on NBA Pub Hub, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. out here on the fresh side. What else we got going for the rest of the week, my guy?
Yeah, man. About to get into these leftovers from last night, man. About to hit this mac and cheese. So do some more numbers, man. Watch the games. Had to get some mac and cheese and green beans from Bob Dukes, man. You know what I'm saying?
November right. You already. Thanksgiving all goddamn ready. Yeah, I dig it. Be sure to follow our guy, it's Derl, on all social media outlets. Wham, motherfucking Bam. I know we got Wham Talk. I know we got a lot going. What's up, my man?
Man, we ain't did a Wham Talk last week, so we're going to make sure we double it up this week. We on Wednesday. Then we'll hit it up again later on this week, probably on the weekend. Try to do something for y'all special there. But other than that, man, y'all know where me at, man. I'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here with Babano, me, Dutch, Who Banging Sports Talk, Puff Sports. Y'all know what it is, man. It's fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As always, it's a beautiful thing to break bread with both of you gentlemen and everyone in the chat. DK, Tiffany, Don, Mac, Bo, motherfucking Jackson, Joe, Chris, Anderson, BJ. I love all y'all, man. It's much love. Jay Peasy, always good to see my man. Y'all be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.